Dear students, this is lecture 3, Constitutional Reforms 1919, which are called Montagu-Chelmsford Reforms. Muslim League and Congress showed their response on 1909 reforms. They were not satisfied from the constitutional reforms of 909, but they accepted it because it was the first step towards the self-government in India. Both the communities, Hindus and Muslims, were against the British policies. After the 1916 Lucknow Pact, they proposed combined proposals for the next coming constitutional reforms. Now they were waiting for the next coming constitutional reforms, but the incidents after the 1916, they did not believe that the English government will implement as such reforms as demanded by the Congress and Muslim League in 1916 Lucknow Pact. The main incidents that create doubt in the minds of Indian people and political parties, that was the discussion on Revolt Act, which means the sitting government, the provincial government can arrest anybody and kept them in custody for a long time without any cause. All the communities of the India opposed this proposal, but the committee appointed for this legislation approved the report for legislation. On this committee report, Quaid-e-Azam, who was a member of Imperial Legislative Council, he resigned from his seat. The other movement which was running very strongly, it was Home Rule movement. It was started in 1917. The founder of this movement was Annie Besant. Quaid-e-Azam also joined this movement and played a positive role till the end of this movement. His main focus was that the British should enforce home rule provisions in the India rather than the dictatorial powers. Other parties did not support the Home Rule movement, but they were focusing on the coming proposals of 1919. During this, in 1914, First World War was started, and the British government needs support from the political parties and peoples of India. They need soldiers to fight in the war on different fronts, and financial support for the weapons, communication and other war purposes. Indian political parties decided not to support the British. Before this, they promised to implement self-government in India. The government promised to do so after the end of war. In 1917, government, feeling the irritation of Indian people, decided to reforms in India. Mr. Montagu, who was a Minister for India, announced that the government is carrying new proposals for constitutional reforms. In 1918, British deputation visits the India and discuss the reforms with different parties and different leadership and different fields personalities. In 1918, the report was prepared and this report was presented in the British Parliament in 1919. The British Parliament approved the proposals and the constitutional reforms of 1919 became an act. Provisions of the act and the reaction of Indian political parties. The first provision was they established bicameral legislature in the central level. The first upper house called the Council of States and the Central Legislative Assembly, and the second and the lower house called Central Legislative Assembly. Upper house tenure was 5 years and the lower house tenure was 3 years. For the election of this council, these councils, lower and upper house, the system of separate electorate was retained. In provinces, the system of Dharki was introduced. It means they divided the powers into two categories, as the first transferred subjects and the other reserved subjects. Transferred subjects means the powers that were transferred to the provincial assemblies, and the reserved powers means the powers, the subjects that was retained by the provincial governor. Provincial legislature cannot take action, ask questions about the powers of governor, who call the reserved powers. The other main provision was the division of powers between center and provinces. The center retained the power of defense, foreign affairs, currency, railway and telecommunication. The other subjects were transferred to provinces and local government institutions. The powers of Governor General, Executive Council and powers of Secretary of State for India, whose office was in England, and Secretary of State for India was a member of the British Cabinet. Both retained their powers as they were enjoying in the past. Election of the Indian leadership under the Lucknow Pact 1916, in which the Indian leadership showed their unity for the coming constitutional reforms and gave concessions in this pact for each other, to gain more self-rule for India. Both the Congress and Muslim League did not accept the proposals. The political circles declared these reforms as inadequate and unsatisfactory. These reforms came in the conditions of turmoil and unrest was on full swings in India. These reforms disappoint all the fields of people